The New York Knicks opening night game against the Boston Celtics did not go as planned. They got punched in the mouth, like Deuce McBride said after the game. They didn't come to play. They weren't prepared. But I do have 5 things that I took out of that game that are positives for this New York Knicks team and that they can build on throughout the season. Now, look, it is 1 out of 82, 1 game in the books. This New York Knicks team is fairly new. Mikal Bridges, Karl Anthony Towns. These things will take time. Now, yes, while it's super early, there's still things you can kind of nitpick. There's still things you can kind of grasp at and we can kind of work on. Look, the Knicks are also dealing with injuries. Precious Achiuwa is down. Landry Shamet got waived, but he was scheduled to be in the rotation. Kind of thin right now. Mitchell Robinson out to January, but no excuses as well. But first game in the books, we got punched in the mouth. But here are the 5 things I took out of that game that we can kind of build on. Number 1. Mikal Bridges seems to have his shot back. He scored 12 points in that third quarter, really looked like his normal self. His shot was smoother, quicker. It looked like at halftime he was like, F it, I'm going to change my shot back to how it used to be, and hopefully it stays the same. Hopefully Mikal Bridges can build off of that performance in the second half, because the New York Knicks definitely need a great Mikal Bridges this year, and I think it's on the way, on the horizon. 1 out of 82. His shot has been struggling. Hopefully he can build off of that second half performance, and we can go from there. Number 2, Deuce McBride has arrived. Deuce McBride looks absolutely incredible. 6th man of the year, Deuce McBride. I think that he can win the award this year. He has some tough competition to go against, but amazing first game for Deuce McBride. And look, last year was such a building block in terms of Deuce McBride's career that he can build off of last year. And in this first game, he looks ready. 8 of 10 from the field in game 1, 22 points, 2 of 3 from 3. That spark off the bench. A lot of Knicks fans want Deuce to start in the lineup, and I'm one of them. Put Deuce in the starting lineup, and we can just go from there. Number 3, Josh Hart. Speaking of Deuce McBride, Josh Hart actually looked okay. A couple of times the Celtics were sagging off of Josh Hart and kind of leaving him open behind the 3-point line. 0-2 from 3, but 12 points, encouraging. 4 rebounds, 3 assists for Josh Hart. As the season progresses, I expect him to look like his normal self. All right, now let's get to number 4. Jalen Brunson looks incredible. He looks great. 25 minutes, 22 points for JB. Only 2 assists, but what I loved is that he was efficient. He looked great. The Celtics were hitting so many threes that the Knicks offensively kind of got overlooked a little bit, and it was such a bad game for them defensively that I kind of want to, shine some light on Brunson, shine some light on Deuce McBride, and we could just go from there. He's all good. He's healthy. He looks ready like he did in the preseason. Brunson looks great. And last but not least, number 5, I think we're seeing some growth with Tom Thibodeau. Sub the starters out early, put in Pacome Daddier. A lot of Knicks fans wanted Pacome Daddier to get some playing time, and he deserved it. Last couple of games in the preseason, Daddier looked amazing. Now he is playing based on these injuries, but Daddier has earned himself, in my opinion, in the rotation. And I know it's early, but shout out to Tom Thibodeau for recognizing that, playing Daddier. Kid's only 19 years old. Tough spot to be in. Boston, ring ceremony, teenager, playing in these big moments. So as the season progresses, as the season goes on, we're going to see good things out of Daddier. So shout out to Tom Thibodeau for going to Daddier early, and shout out to Tom Thibodeau for pulling the starters and resting everybody, waving the white flag, knowing that there's no shot we got winning this game against the Boston Celtics because they were just hitting 3 after 3 after 3. It was demoralizing. Look, our defense sucked. It did. Pick and roll defense was bad. OG Anunoby, bad game from him. I think one of his worst games as a New York Knick. All in all, just crumple this game up, toss it around. We build off of it. It's 1 out of 82. We got another opportunity coming up, and I think the New York Knicks team will be ready. But my conclusion is this thing will take time, man. I truly do think it's probably going to take a half a season until maybe Mitchell Robinson comes back and kind of pushes Cat back at the 4. But I'm preaching to you guys to just be patient. I know a lot of Knicks fans were excited about this game. It's just to show you how far we have to go to match up to Boston. Boston is just a well-oiled machine. No warts, and they did this without Kristaps Porzingis. So the New York Knicks have a long way to go until they can reach that point, but hopefully this season they can overcome some obstacles, they can build some chemistry, and then we can match up Boston later on. So just wanted to spread some positivity after that terrible loss regarding the New York Knicks. Let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think? What do you guys think we could build on? What are your thoughts about Mikal? What are your thoughts about just the defense in general? The rebounding, 3-point shot was good. And just tell me your thoughts. Subscribe to the channel. I'm Anthony from Knicks Nation. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.